all together.
Warrior in the 1678 dies due to a disease. In the present, a girl does research on the disease which killed the warrior in 1678. That is the description on IMDb. We are watching the teaser to Kanguva, starring Suriya and Bobby Deol and Devi Sri Prasad. Siva is the director. Yogi Babu's in this movie. I like him a lot. He's awesome.
Whoa.
It's pretty epic. Whoa,
That is
goodness.
epic looking. Damn. All right, I'm sold.
Yo. Wow.
Whoa. Oh. Is that a gator? Or a croc? I don't know. Damn.
This looks crazy.
I know. Damn. Whoa.
Woo. Lots of
Hey.
yelling.
I want to know, was that him or the tiger?
We gotta look at that one more time.
Seriously, that was incredible.
I just really appreciate this, the sheer scale and volume
And the
of everything.
cinematography.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I almost want to see this in theaters now.
Everything is a wide shot showing you just the sheer scope of things. It's pretty crazy. Another wide. Like, you really get a sense of scale. And that's also really cool, this little moment right here, because it's got this triangle effect, so it really gives sort of this three-dimensional feel of like going off into infinity. That's pretty awesome. This looks great. I was convinced that this was real. I think that this is CG. Mr. Ricky, can you come here for a second?
Oh my God!
Is that real?
We must be stopped. Oh, wait,
But it looks good, right?
it's incredible.
Yeah. Okay. So it's not just us.
Okay, exactly. Surya.
That snake even looks real.
What snake?
Oh, you didn't even see it? That snake.
Oh, I didn't. I was looking at the dude right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the horns. This is. What does this remind you of?
Batman
yes.
v Superman with Superman.
Yes,
Or
totally.
Day of the Dead.
Yeah, no, it definitely gives me that vibe of like of Superman walking through the crowd.
That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, I didn't think of that until just now. I was just paying attention to him and just sort of the situation.
It's the Messiah.
Yeah. I can't tell who's the bad guy, who's the good guy.
I'm guessing the guy with the bad eye is the bad guy. I don't know, just guessing? Yeah, I'm guessing he's the bad guy.
Yeah, no, he's definitely the bad guy. The one we thought was Superman is the bad guy.
The guy with the bad guy? With the bad eye? The bad guy with the bad eye?
Yeah.
That's a cool shot.
They both seem like
The contrast.
formidable adversaries to each other.
No, they're the yin to the yang.
Did you watch Animal? No,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
did.
I
Okay,
did.
so then you're familiar with Bobby Deol.
Of course.
Yeah, so he was in that movie as the one who's like deaf or something. Mm-hmm. He looks dope. The guy he shows no sign of aging. He was born in '77. He still looks like the strength and everything.
Looks younger than me.
Yeah, but anyway,
It looks epic. I mean, it looks so epic. Like, again, I don't have a sense too much of this is always my favorite thing to talk about when we talk about teasers and when we talk about trailers, not giving away too much of the storyline, just giving a sense of like what we're in for, and this encapsulates that so perfectly. It looks epic. There looks like some incredible action sequences that were set for. Like, I so want to react to this, but on the same point, I really want to see this in theaters too, just to get that full experience. The cinematography and, like you said, the scope looks so damn epic on this film. I'm hoping, like, just for the bonus, on the with the icing on the cake, as you would say, is that we get like incredible characters and we get an amazing storyline, but just if anything else, it looks like we're in for a treat just from, like, again, the cinematography and the action sequences just look unbelievable, and the scope of everything else looks incredible.
I do wonder about the character development, because it gave me like the Dragon Ball vibes almost in the sense of like there's just lots of shouting, lots of screaming and charging and ready to battle. And like, Bobby Deol's kind of like Vegeta or who's the little green guy? No, he's not green. He's like purple. He's got a purple outfit. Who are the villains of Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, I don't watch Dragon. Sorry, I don't want to not add to the conversation. So
Frieza is who I was thinking of. He's not even green. He's white and purple. And then there's Majin Buu, of course. I was gonna say Vegeta, but you don't actually often see Vegeta like holding up guys like that and breaking their necks, whereas you would totally see Majin Buu do that, or maybe Frieza. Majin Buu's probably the closer one because Majin Buu gets buff. And that's just for the anime fans out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like, all the screaming and whatnot is just very much like an anime trope of like screaming right before you go in and do some damage and whatnot. Suriya looks incredible.
Yeah.
He's been an action star for a long time, but I don't think I've ever seen him do a role quite like this.
Well, almost too, the way they showed him in this trailer kind of felt like, again, not comparing, but just like that whole, Mowgli or Tarzan, like he's like the king of the jungle-esque kind of thing, you know what I mean? Where like he had the tiger coming up on him, and then he had that tiger roar at the end. Like, but I like that vibe he's getting, like this is his domain, even though him and Bobby Deol, like they're really gonna be imposing threats to one another, like where no one else can compete against them in any way, shape, or form. But again, I like that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. The thing I'm wondering about is Yogi Babu, because he's typically like a comedic actor.
Of
he
course,
brings levity to the situation.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, what's he gonna do in this movie? Because this feels so serious.
Yeah.
Like
maybe that's why you need him. Like for that.
Yeah, I mean, I
sequence.
I am super curious about the tone of this movie because this gives the vibe that it's very, very serious. But it would be that a trailer comes out and completely contrasts that with more of a light-hearted aspect.
Look, hey, like Lord of the Rings, which I always say is the stapleness for epic fantasy. You know what I mean? And this film, like again, it's got that serious fantasy-esque type of feel to it. There's a lot of levity and comedic moments. I feel. I mean, not a lot, but it balances out. Like you got the Sam and Gollum moments, if you will, like in those films. So I think Yogi Babu can have some of those fun levity moments. I agree with you. I'm like, where are those moments gonna play out in this film? But I think he'll be fine. He's a very capable actor.
So there was a shot of the tiger in this teaser, right? And they did something very smart, which is they didn't make it front and center. Now, they might make it front and center in the movie or in the trailer, but as of now, they did it sort of like it was slightly blurred out because the camera was focused on something else. And I thought that was actually smart because it made it feel more real for that moment. I feel like animals like tigers can be difficult to get right. It's like sometimes they look so real, you're convinced it's real, like in Life of Pi. But, there have been a lot of films where you see an animal, it's like, that's clearly a CG animal. This time, because it was sort of blurred out a little bit and it was focused on another character or something, it felt real. And then what they showed of the little crocodile thing coming out the water, that looked real to me.
That was incredible.
And the last thing I want to say is, this is playing in 3D apparently, and the director's name is, he goes by Siva, and I'm like, that's dope. It's just like 4 letters, Jaby. I should have just done that for my films. And he said, instead of saying directed by, he says a mighty valiant saga. So, or maybe that's just what the marketing people said. But anyway, it looks cool. It sure looks like a mighty valiant saga.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Peace out.